there crafty pals, it's Louise with you today. Welcome along to this process video. I am sharing a 9x12 scrapbook layout for the Kitaholic Kits March kit. Now it was a kit that was just full of so many pretty embellishments. I really enjoyed actually trying to choose some to play with on a layout, and I kind of got a bit carried away with this one. I start with this background paper, and I decided to trim it down to 9x12 because that is my preferred size to scrap just a single photo. Now, I discovered that I have a whole lot of 2022 photos of my boys that I have not actually scrapped into an album yet. So I'm kind of playing catch up, and that's why I've printed out a whole heap of these 2022 photos, and I'm trying to get those into layouts so I can get those albums finished. So cutting them down to 9x12 is a great way for me to just feature a single a single photo on a layout and not feel too overwhelmed by the amount of space that I'm not using. Now, I decided that I wanted to use these little tags from one of the cut apart sheets. I think tags are such a great embellishment for a page. They're really easy to just tuck in behind embellishment clusters. You can use them to journal on. It's a great way to actually get different elements onto a page. Now, you can also leave them without string attached or holes punched in the top. So sometimes I just like to leave them quite organic. And in this case, I'm having a little play around with this layout. It's not working for me initially. I had the idea to kind of almost make the list down the side, so you can see that there's some numbers, and I thought maybe I'll pop a list there and I'll try and list some embellishments and all things happy birthday, but it wasn't working for me. Again, playing around, pulling out some embellishments. Do I like this here? Auditioning pieces, trying to decide where I'm going to put things. So I go back to the drawing board and I start to think of ways that I could scrap this photo, use lots of embellishments, because it is kind of hard this month to pick just one. They are just the most glorious colors. The pattern papers are amazing to work with, and there's so many little bits and pieces that I wanted to use. But obviously too, we still want to highlight our photos. So in order to tell the story, we have to include a good balance of embellishments that don't overwhelm the photo. So having a little bit of a play, I'm still not completely happy with this list thing that I have going on down the side. And sometimes I'll just, exactly what I've done here, just simply pull everything off to the side. I know I want to use these elements. I know that they're going to end up on a page, but I don't know exactly how they're all going to be laid out. So it's sometimes easy just to push everything off to the side and start over again. So that's what I did in this case, and I'm much happier with this layout. I think that it isn't quite a grid style, but you can see how I've used tags and little embellishment pieces, some of the little enamel dots and those titles and extra little bits and pieces to actually fill up the page. And I think that this is probably one of my favorite layouts for this month. I think it came together really well. I love how it looks with the little pops of sparkle in there and those little extra embellishments. It's super simple once you know what direction you're going. So I hope that it inspires you if you are feeling a little bit stuck and you're happy just to sit and fill up a whole page full of embellishments. Okay, that's my first share for the month. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.